This is great. This happens. It's my favorite.
Booterbot!
Adam's going to join us in a little bit. He's got kids to put to sleep. We have a big night ahead of us. We have a dragon that you guys have awoken. And he's not really like the happiest guy. Let's roll for recap. Booterbot, welcome back. I'm excited to see what happens. Someone's going to die, I think. Maybe not. Maybe you guys negotiate. It could be a negotiating time. I would do roll for recap. And it's always high, sky high, because we are in the sky. I got a 10.
Natural 1 from me.
Natural 1, huh?
That's not good for the quality of the recap.
Everyone is going to beat that. But
I rolled a 10.
We tied. So, Matt, let's get that recap.
We were at the, facility with the floating orb. And when we got there, we noticed that there was some sort of gigantic floating orb hovering in a, holding contraption. We decided to try and steal that orb. Some of us believe that it was part of a crystal skull, or there's a skull inside of it. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to that part. We grabbed that orb. The orb was somehow linked to the giant baddie above. The baddie, as he was stepping, was shaking the ground. As we moved the orb, the guy upstairs was moving. So some sort of link between the two. We grabbed the orb. We made a break for the ships. Some of us made it, the cool ones. I'm not going to say who. But the ones who are capable made it all the way to the ships with the orb. We have the orb on one of the ships. Both Booter and Stag are close, but not quite at the precipice of being on the other ship we have docked. We have prepared both to leave, and we then saw some sort of giant dragon. I don't think we knew exactly what it was, but it flew up into the sky. We learned it was an ancient dragon, which is not good. We mostly ended the session. I got 3 cool points, so that's pretty good. Apart from that, I think I covered all of my notes.
The crystal you stole from the floating island of Tancock was the power creating the floating mechanism for the island. Some sort of magic. So when you took
I was going to say, did you mention that?
It immediately started falling. So
right, I forgot about the falling island. That's my bad.
Yeah. So everyone is screaming, and you guys are running. Matt and Turgan teleported next to the ship.
That's true. I took Turgan and the orb, and we went right to the ship. So me, Turgan, and the orb were on the ship. Everyone was trying to make it there.
Falling island. I was doing research. It takes about 45 to 60 seconds when you jump out of an airplane to hit max speed at the ground. So
Terminal
with
velocity.
That said, it's been 2 turns. You guys have about 48 seconds, which is, my math says, 8 turns left. Chris, your volume is way down. And
I'm way low.
Yeah, you're low. You'd have to yell. That's where we're at. I guess we could. Do you want to keep the same initiative? Let me hit the music. We were in initiative. What do you guys need to start
How do I
this?
sound now? Am I a little bit better?
You're low.
Still low?
Still low, my friend.
I'm maxed out on Zoom.
Sound pretty good.
That sounds better.
What do you guys need to start this?
I feel like it's Chris, Booter, and I guess Stag.
I was on Stag Brock, the dire wolf, and Booter was flying near us.
Correct.
And we were about 100 feet away from the ship. And the dragon was about 100 feet away from us.
Yeah,
And also, maybe the ship is going to come try and pick us up or something. Try and help.
I don't think there's anyone on that ship. The crew is there, but I don't think any of us are on that ship.
So if we continue the initiative from last time, it's Bob, Booter, Dragon, Turgan, Sprock, and Jake's not here to play him, so we'll figure that out, and Stag.
Let me add a context. The orb we have is a greater Azurite crystal, and all the greater Azurite crystals have a guardian linked to the crystal. That's why what this dragon is doing. He's the guardian for the crystal that we took. That's why he's after us.
Yes. On the tabletop, I created this map. It's just the ships where you're docked and like the town. Over on the left is a larger ship. So if you guys want to get on that, we'll just create the battle there. We'll start with Bob. Bob, you teleported Turgan to his ship. His ship has three orcs and the NPC boot belt. The other ship has six monks from Triad and Orc.
I think Turgan told me to go to the other ship at the end of the last round.
Okay.
So I will head to the monk-filled ship.
Okay.
The asterisks.
Yeah, it's initiative, so you'll have to do your actions and shit. So I would say that since you teleported, you're right next to the ship. Your movement would be to board, but you still have your actions.
I'll use my movement to board the monk-filled ship, the asterisks.
Asterisks, yes.
Yeah, so I'll use my movement to board the asterisks at Booterbot's instruction. No, at
Zergo.
Zergo. No, Zergo.
Zergo.
Don't tease me.
Turgan.
At Turgan's instructions.
Yes.
I will board the other ship, and I will start preparing for liftoff.
Cool.
What do you say to the
then-
crew?
I say, hello. It is me, your first mate. Your captain is on his way. Turgan is on the other ship. Stag will be here shortly. Start preparing the engines. I think we already did that part, though.
Yes, we definitely.
I believe I rolled for that already.
Yes, and they were happy to. They said, "Oh, all the NPCs will go at 11 if you want to have the NPCs do things, and 11 would be after Sprock in between Stags. So it's right NPCs. So your crew will go at 11, and each ship. And I gave you the special rules for the ships. The crews and the mechanics are in the Discord. If you want to take a look at them in between your turns, the ship will go at, what do we say, at 10, unless your specific, like, mechanic being a, what did we say for the ship? So just for example, your crew, the Cloud Reader wants to take a turn and do something, or I think Matt, you're the Sky, no, you're not the Skywrite, you're the Storm Hand. I think that's what it was. The crew, maintain crew order. Yeah, that's you. So if you wanted to do something to get your crew in, you can prevent morale or you can heal them through it's in the notes, through leadership and speeches and whatnot. I think that the ship, if it goes by itself, so I think the ship will have its own turn at 10. If that's all right. If anyone objects, let me know.
Nope.
Seems fine.
All right, cool. Bob, what are your actions?
I'm preparing the ship, so I want to make sure the ship is sail ready. I've commanded the crew. I want to get as close to the sort of boarding area as possible because I see the rest of our team, mostly Stag, running for the ship. And he's my captain, so I want to be ready for when he arrives. So I say, prepare for your captain. And I yell at the crew. Yeah.
Okay. Booter, you're up. Now, Booter, at the exit, with not too far, you're like 10 feet, I would say, in front of the wolf and the stag. Were you close to the ship?
I
Yeah,
believe
just
so.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Were you outside, maybe, outside the zone? Just keep
I
in
think
mind,
he
while
was inside with us.
you're figuring that out, everyone is screaming, "Ah!"
Recording in progress.
I've recorded.
I think that we should get the hell out of here. I think our best chance of survival are getting on the ships. So I am going to continue flying full speed ahead. I'll dash, and then I'll use Misty Step again.
To get
in
on.
that combination, which will be a total of me moving 90 towards the ship, the closest ship, but hopefully the bottom.
You're flying too, right?
I'm flying too, yeah.
All right, so I'll say you get on that without any. I think you were pretty much on the ship from last time because
I'm on the ship, yeah.
the island is
Sinking.
sinking.
No, me
quickly.
and Turgan ended last session on each
Yeah.
one of us on each of the ships.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
The dragon is going to go. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was a whole speed behind. So he's not as close as he is here. He's about double the distance. I would say that's probably 80 feet away on your tail. He's going to say, "Give me back the crystal." And he's going to look around, and Stag and Sprock are going to be able to see the NPCs screaming. Some of them, they're all falling and trying to figure out what to do. Some of them are trying to figure out, you can see some of them are already taking like little sky flying equipment, trying to get the things ready to go. Others are huddled in terror. And the dragon is going to move and run. He's about 40 feet away. Chris, is he going to shoot his breath at you?
We
Oh,
fled from the temple,
yeah, so
Yeah.
he'll move.
so he's
40
about 40
feet.
feet away.
Yeah, but let me do my falling. Free fall. He's got to roll for that. Let's see, where's the free fall rules? Ooh, we got a 1. He's going to fall over, and you're going to see him attempt to. I can't believe he just got a 1. He's going to attempt to blast. You're going to see his mouth
With
heat
the
up.
breath.
Heat up, and then he's gonna fall a little bit and stumble and blow out and exhale, and it's gonna hit the ground, and the ground is going to be glowing with fiery fumes, and that'll be he's gonna say, "Give me back that crystal." It's the ship's turn. The ship is hard to get on now, as it is tethered to the island. It is still falling with it, and so is the other one. It's Turgan's turn. Turgan, I would imagine, is going to be readying the ship as well. I'm not sure he's going to pop a rage because I don't want to do that to Adam. Adam will be joining us in a minute. And it's Sprock's turn. Now,
Sprock, I think, would run.
yeah, are you still riding Sprock?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still riding Sprock.
He's in full sprint.
He sprinted last time. He can go 50 feet, so 100 feet. He would run towards the edge and leap to the ship.
Give me a dex because it is a wolf, and he would have advantage on that. And I guess you guys would be doing a group effort.
Could I use my turn? If I'd use my turn, I'd cast guidance on
Sure.
Sprock and give him a bardic inspiration. You got this. As his dex with advantage. +2 plus a d4. So I rolled a 1 and a 5. Plus a 4, so that's 9. Plus my bardic, which is a 10. That's my whole action. 2.
Drago
my
Ortiz
bardics.
wants you to make this.
I want to make this a d10. I'm pulling out everything I can. An 8. Yeah, and I'm rolling like shit for tonight. That's 17.
That you guys land perfectly.
I had a 5. I had to build off of the 5.
So Sprock is going to sit there, and you're going to come
I'm
off
gonna-
of him. Brock is no longer with us. We can use him as you guys want,
Yeah.
because it's a player that's not playing, but we'll negotiate. The NPCs, they're going to go now. They're going to ready the ship. They're getting things ready. Matt, he has said, man the fort. They're putting Crystal in the downstairs chamber. On the other ship, they're doing the same thing. Matt was such a good leader in getting there early. They're going to give you all your weapons ready by their
Nice.
turn next round. The ship, if you want, will be able to use their weapons. Stag.
What was it? Ready the cannons!
Yeah, Stag, your turn is now.
I use my turn for Sprock to help him pass.
Oh, Bobby,
Turn to Bob.
one round has gone. There's a lot more negative things for being on the island as it's falling. You're going to start seeing people like flying up, parts of buildings flying through the air. Some are getting impaled, some are very hurt, others are dodging. Bob, you're up.
After saying ready the cannons, I'm just waiting for everyone else.
Okay. Do you want to use your turn? The ship is tethered.
I'm pacing the ship, making sure all the crew are in their right places. And
Okay.
any crew not performing their duty adequately, I would like to identify and scold. And I say, Stag is coming.
I'll give the NPCs advantage on their next turn. They see you are not afraid, helping them gather their
No.
materials, and you're giving them morale boost. They will have advantage on any move you want, either the ship or the crew.
I'm not afraid at all. I just want to be clear. Confident.
Confidence.
Yes.
Booter, you're up.
Yeah. Alright, I'm on the ship. Going to go down to the weapon systems and the engine and make sure they're all at basically peak performance.
Okay.
Make sure that they're, and basically, I don't know, like a little bit freaking out. Like, hey guys, you see that really big dragon over there? That is our problem now. We need to solve this problem. Get your shit in gear and let's go.
What are you trying to do? Make sure everything is in order? Are you trying to check the engine to see? I think you, as you're down there, give me a investigation check.
Sure. I got a 15.
All right. I think you had 14 crystals, right? Or no, it was 11.
We have 14 now.
Okay. You've noticed one of those crystals has been used up just treading, hovering. Crystals, even though your ship is static, not moving, it's still using the energy. One of those crystals is gone. Booter, you still have 13 crystals. You also see two larger crystal storage units. One are the crystals where you put the smaller crystals that power the mechanisms of the ship with magic or harness the energy. Two similar ones. One's a medium-sized and one is larger. With your 15, you remember the large crystal we have from this island, but also a medium-sized crystal from the other island that we were just on. I think Adam's just joining us now.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we did with that crystal? Did that turn
It's just
into?
on the ship, I'm pretty sure.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure it's just on the ship.
Yeah. Okay. So you're able to see there are other mechanisms down there. It's not just those crystals.
I basically get everyone whipped into shape and tell them that the dragon's coming. Say, aye, the haggis is in the fire now for sure.
You're an expert. You're the cloud reader?
Booter is the Skywrite.
Skywrite. Okay, so you have the speed and the weapons. Nice. You're
Yep.
Scotty, essentially. Yes, exactly. I don't even know why I asked you. Adam, welcome back.
What's up,
Okay, the dragon. Nice. This is gonna get interesting. Adam, they just jumped on the ships. We were already on your ship. We had one turn, and you readied the crew on yours. The ships are tethered. One turn gone. 8 turns until the island collapses. The dragon is going to take flight. You're going to see this dragon start to fly in the air, and he is going to now have an increased movement of 80 feet, which is great. Will fly, yeah, and he's going to use it to get in front of Turgon's ship and shoot a single breath at you. You need to make...
Sounds very bad. I just
Yeah,
like to say
well,
before
he's
we
gonna
start
shoot it-
whatever's
he's
about
gonna
to
shoot
happen, single anything, I'm
He's-
not excited about.
He's going to shoot it at the ship. And that ship
Okay.
is a dumbed down version of the larger ship. I think I
It
gave
has 91,
yeah.
or it's down to 86 health right now.
Adam's crew was doing work on it. I gave it a bonus, so we'll call it 90. Your crew tried to mend the damage from the previous battle. I'll round it up to 90. This guy is going to shoot the breath at you. Each creature in the area, you got to make a DC strength save. And you'll have advantage because he's shooting at the ship, so you just happen to be in the way. And so will the crew members.
Alright, I got a 22.
You pass. The orcs got a 12, and our NPC got a 14, so 14. So they all fail. On a failed save, the creature takes 14d8. That's insane. Oh, this is fun. 14d8. So it's just one. So 53 damage. The ship bursts into flames. A chunk falls off. The ship takes 53 damage. So it's down to 37. This thing is not in good condition. You do have weapons made on a save. Adam, you're going to take 20.
53.
You're taking 20 damage, Adam. One of the orcs is dead, incinerated. The other one is prone. His movement becomes 0. The dwarf is also going to take 20. He's okay, but his movement is also down to 0. The ship is not a creature, so its movement is fine. That is the dragon's turn. Give me back the crystal. This island is going to get destroyed, and the sun god needs its power to survive. The world needs its sun. Bob, you're up. Oh, no, sorry. It's the ship's turn.
I want to talk to Stag. Are we trying to fight or run?
Yes.
Undetermined.
Oh, both.
Are there any special weapons these ships have?
Yes, they do.
I sent
Okay.
I reposted the weapons on the Discord. Each ship, with the exception of Turgon's not going to have the Thunderbolt cannon. That one will be the main ship. Everything else it has.
Okay.
The ship has actions. The ship has a power burn where you can use an entire crystal or a portion to move farther. You can also shoot all the weapons at the same time. I believe that foregoes the next rounds of firing, but there's a lot of different mechanics there.
Okay. So I have everything but the Thunderbolt cannon. So I have the Gale Lances, the Misfire
Yep.
Nets,
Yep.
the Cloud Piercer.
Each ship is going to go at initiative 10, and that's now.
Okay.
I guess we'll do the main ship and then Turgon's ship, and keep in mind.
What channel is this boat?
It's in rules.
guide in?
Can we try and have the ship break free off the tether?
Yeah,
We can also cut the tether.
That might take longer than snapping it.
yeah, we can.
Wait,
I think
Dad, which
the
ship
main
are you
ship
on?
is going to do a hard turn. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if we want to do that, take damage.
No, well, what's cool? Well, everyone's falling apart.
It's only 1d10 damage.
Our ships are good to go.
All right.
I think that unless the Thunderbolt cannon and other stuff are only facing forward, I see no reason why we shouldn't be trying to both get the fuck out and
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Those seem like simultaneous acts to me.
Yeah. But the
Hard
main
turn
ship
doesn't
has
start
one
with-
action, so I think we need to break free from the island so we're not a sitting duck.
I agree with that.
Stag will
What
say
is a
that
defensive dive?
we're still tethered. We got to break the
Oh,
tether.
okay, yeah. Then that's it.
Yeah. So Stag is going to spin the wheel and take a hard turn and try and break free.
Okay.
Hold on.
But are you sure about this?
Yep. A deck save for the ship or for me? A dex check.
So so you can do a hard turn.
Yeah.
Dex check.
For Stag's dex?
It's the ship.
the ship.
The ship's
How did-
action.
You didn't give me a stat block for the ship.
I think it'll just be yours.
How well I can...
I think the way it's supposed to work is the ship's crew, what you're doing, like when Matt does his morale check or Booterbot
Right.
does his engine thing, those are your specific stat blocks. So if it relates to your character, you use your character's stat blocks for it. So since
Okay.
you're driving the ship, it's going to be your stat blocks.
Stag got a 19
Okay,
dexterity check.
the ship pulls away. Okay, so all your pieces scattered. The ship pulls away, and are you going to have it? It tears away.
You start moving at 60 feet
Okay.
away from this dragon. So re-aim the weapons. Come around and protect the other ship.
Okay. So the crew is readying their stuff. Mind's eye, your character's on it. The crew is readying. Your ship has taken a beating. What would you like to do?
Is there a ability to repair? I could send a couple guys to start some repairs while I do
You have
an
one.
action, or
Yes, you have one dwarf, your NPC dwarf, and maintenance. Yeah, you can have them. You can try to have them repair.
okay, I'm gonna order them to repair while at the same time do a defensive dive,
Okay.
trying to break the tether at the same time in the opposite direction Chris is going. So I can pick up what he's doing by looking over, seeing he's trying to break the tether. Is that possible?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Tell me what you want me to roll
Defensive dive. You're going to try to pull away.
while breaking the tether.
Okay. Give me the same
Dex roll.
natty.
It's a 1.
Yes! So the NPC goes over, throws a bucket of brewski on the fire, and it puts the fire out. The ship is no longer burning, but you do a turn, a hard turn, and it actually doesn't come unhinged, and the ship spins out of control. Give me a dex save. Again, with the disadvantage now.
Oh no.
Your individual character. And so will the prone guy.
10.
You're hanging on, you slip over the rail and you're hanging on. That's where you're at the start of your next turn. The one orc is going to have flying off. The dwarf, the prone orc, the dwarf, with an 8 is going to be right there with you. And he's going to say, "Oh, I guess that didn't really work out, did it?" He's laughing. All hail, Boom Cloud, the Sky Puff. Turgan, you're up, hanging over the ledge. That was your ship's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna pop a rage.
Nice.
And so I can start getting some advantage. Movement. Would this be a main action? I'm just trying to athletics myself back up into the driver's seat.
Your whole movement would be back up. You can do that. The ship's not really
Can I
that
still do
big.
an action?
Yes, your ship is not really
Okay.
that big, but I'll say your movement was pulling yourself up, and the other was getting back up into the driver's seat.
Okay, so I rolled a 30 on my athletics.
Perfect.
So I just shoot myself like with all my strength. But I'm like laughing maniacally. Like at the dragon. You think you got one over me? Fuck you. Skyfire barrage.
Oh, shit. All right.
I realize this ship is gonna go down, so I'm gonna nuke him.
You're going to say, "Fire all weapons." The NPC is going to get on board and say, "All right, Captain, I'll do it for you." And you're going to shoot all your weapons at the dragon. You have 2 lances, 2 nets, 1 cloud piercer, and an ether bomb. So I guess with your since you're the captain, it would be your attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with which
These would all be, because they're ranged weapons. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. But those are dex rolls, right? To shoot like a gale lance. I think that's
Yes.
going to have to be.
Well,
These are all.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think they're
You
just
can-
like to hit rolls, don't you think?
Yeah, but what you add to hit.
Yeah. So you're going to add your dex to these.
All right.
So
Let's
your gale lance.
3. So I'm gonna roll the hit.
Then we'll do it quickly. So we'll do 2 gale lances.
A 6 to hit. Then a 20. Flaccid.
His armor class that hits him. 20 hits him.
3d8, right?
3d8 piercing.
All right. So that's a 15 plus 1.
To hit.
No, I already hit with 1.
So you already
No,
hit.
that's just
so
the
then-
straight damage. Is that 15?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got 15 damage on one of the gale lances. So now we'll do the cloud piercers. That's going to be 1 dex. To hit is a 15, so it'll probably miss, right?
Yeah, that misses.
And then the bomb will be a DC 16 on you.
Okay. Come on, baby. Wow, that's a 10.
Hell yes. 5d12.
So that, what does that do? That 5d12 fire plus force.
So that's 32 plus force.
The type of damage. So 32 total, and he's stunned. So it was the damage, and then the con save, or he's stunned.
You have
Yeah,
legendary
you'll miss by that.
resistances, Spencer.
Yeah, he's going to use that.
Damn it, Chris! Shut up.
I'm equal opportunity. You know this.
But that's only. But Chris, you just want to bang him. So you want me to use up the legendary resistance? I know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's going to use one of his legendary resistance for that. You have another 2 attacks. Cloud Piercer.
I think he rolled that already.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot your nets.
So that's it's a DC
Strength
14
for
on
me.
you.
Okay,
Seems low.
I got a 11. Wow,
Oh.
I'll take it.
he is
Stunned and
Restrained. No,
yeah,
he's not
just restrained.
Legendary. The
yeah,
stun.
yeah, but he's restrained.
I bet
Okay.
that's a birdie.
The NPCs, I'm going to say that your NPC on your ship went, helping you fight. Do you want them to do anything? They're just sitting there ready to shoot when you are. It is Stag's turn.
It's restrained. Stag will yell fire. He's gonna do it all too.
Okay.
Actually, no, he won't do the whole barrage.
Too late for that.
Do it. All right, fine. Do the whole barrage. Since he is restrained, all of the attacks have advantage.
Okay.
He has disadvantage on dex saves. So
Okay.
let's start with the Thunderbolt Cannon. Dex save DC 15 at disadvantage.
Come on. 17. Oh, disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Yep.
17.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
All right, the lightning bolt flies by you.
Okay.
Next are the Gale Lancers. These are mine. I have advantage. It's +2. An 18. Does an 18 hit him?
No, it does not. Bounces
Okay.
off him.
Second one misses as well. I'll do the cloud. Do a strength save. DC 14.
For the... Okay.
The nets.
That... Wow, it's a 13.
So he has 2 nets on him.
Okay.
Now the Cloud Piercer, a natural 20. That's 4d10. I don't have enough d10s on me. I should. Oh, there. That'll work. 4d10s of force damage. That's what? 8, 16 plus 11, 27 force damage on that Cloud Piercer.
Okay. Someone told me to count up when doing damage. And that's easier than counting down. Okay.
Oh, give me the
On
crystal.
save,
If this
DC
guy-
16.
If this guy could just... Yes, it saves. Thank goodness.
Oh, okay. So it takes
You know what?
nothing on that, I assume?
Yeah, I'm checking...
Okay.
For which one?
For the Aether Bomb. Ether
Oh,
Bomb.
no, he takes the damage. For the con, it's you have to do it or you're stunned.
Oh, so this kid's hit with a grenade.
Yep.
So it's 5. Another one of these. Oh, 10, 20, 29, 31, and 7, 38 fire and force.
Wow. Some of his skin is burning hot. Ah, it's making him angry. He didn't like
and
that.
my bonus action, I'll turn to Bob. You're on the same boat, right?
Yep.
We gotta help the other guys get free. Do what you need to, and you have inspiration. It's a D10,
Okay.
and that is Stag's turn.
Bob, you're up.
I guess I'll follow Stag's instructions.
Which is...
We're trying to get free, right?
We
Or
are
do
free, trying to get the other group free.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't have any good plan, but I want to try and do it.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm confused in real life, so I feel like it should work in the game. I'm just going to scream out to the crew, free the other people! And I'm going to try and project confidence that I don't have right now, because I don't know. I'm going to use my inspiration to project that confidence.
The NPC is going to come up and he's going to take out his bow and arrow and he's going to try to shoot to unhook the tether. He's going to shoot his one arrow.
Our crew is fucking worse than I am. I could've
And
done that.
he's going to shoot. Wow, with an 18. This arrow
Let's
comes
go.
and shoots. I don't even know what the plus is for it. Let's do the normal dwarf. 17 passes. Shoots in the air. And hits the tether on the other ship. And Turgan, you feel your ship break loose from the island. And the other ship is also loose.
Confidently walk away, swag up to Stag, and I say, as I suspected, everything in order, sir.
Well done.
The crew member, Greg, is going to say, I did that. Booter, you're up.
So, like,
You can
that's
forego
actually
your
cool.
turn. You can forego your turn and do a big ship action, or you can do something on your own. You have flight.
All right, I feel
Also-
like my issue is I'm trying to access the Discord right now, and I cannot. So I don't know what the ship can do.
So,
Someone
Turgan-
screenshot
Turgan's
the
ship is
I got
really
him.
fucked up, right?
Turgan's ship is on fire.
How far are we from Turgan's ship?
Don't worry about me. I got it.
100 feet.
We're 100 feet away.
Yeah,
Well,
5
it dove down. We took a left.
We tried to dive and spun out.
You're 200 feet away from the dragon, and about 120 feet away. You should be closer. Maybe 100 feet away from the dragon, and you're 80 feet away from Turgan.
What do you think, Chris? I feel if Turgan's ship goes down, is there any way to save his life?
I'm gonna circle the ship back around.
We have to
When's
try.
the ship's turn?
Meta, my next turn, I'm gonna look for parachutes. Like I'm prepping for this.
We'll get him. We'll catch him.
Yeah, we'll get. Don't worry about that. Turgan,
I'm
don't
not.
stress.
Alright, then
I'm not stressed at all. I'm ready to go down with this ship. You guys,
Get the dragon booter.
You could try to, like Pinocchio, the dragon.
Pinocchio go inside of it. You wouldn't let me do the special thing I requested,
Uh-oh.
so I'm probably not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
collusion.
Now, I requested this when I first made the character. I requested something, and he didn't let me have it.
You want to be Ant-Man?
No, I will explain it maybe offline or something. How important is it, basically? I think I'll do a ship action. Stag, I'd like to consult with you on the ship actions. You can do a Skyfire Barrage. What
we
type
just-
of check is it?
Yeah, you-
You guys have to reload everything.
This whole turn will be a reload.
Why don't I just reload everything? Why don't I use my turn to reload everything?
That's the ship
I don't
is
know if it
going.
works that way.
Yeah, the ship will be reloaded at the start of next round.
Okay.
So you can still do free stuff.
I can't do any attacks then.
You can fly.
Like, personally, sure.
Yeah, you can still move around.
And then what, tickle him for 12 damage or whatever?
Hey man, any damage is good damage.
Go for the tickle.
Go for the tickle.
I'll stay on the deck,
They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
and I'll just do just a straight classic lightning bolt at the dragon.
Lightning bolt. Nice.
yeah.
Classic lightning bolt.
And it needs a dex save of 17, or it takes, if it saves, it takes half.
All right, come on, baby. It's 15.
Needed 17.
Nice.
That would be disadvantage because
So
it's tethered.
I do 29 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going back to tending the engines of the ship, which are running fine so far.
Nice.
Maybe I'll just do, can I do a quick, like, investigation or perception to just see if there's anything else I can do to help
On
the
the
ship?
give me a roll.
19.
You are the engineer, so you have the ability to use your turn to add speed on the ship's next movement. You can patch with a DC save to give the ship extra HP. If you use your speed, you're going to use one of those crystals.
Do we need speed right now? What do you think, Steg?
I think we're good. I'm going to be turning around back towards them, so I don't think we need a book it yet.
Patching the hole is good. Or whatever you just mentioned.
No.
Is an option.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Batten down the hatches. Whatever that looks like.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So, do you want to? The ship has readied itself, and whose turn is it? Where are we? We're at Booter's turn. Bob
Yeah.
went. Dragon's turn. All right. Dragon has to, I think, make a strength save to break free from his nets.
He's in 2 nets.
Yes. So he is going to.
Huh.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to use his psychic step as a bonus action to magically teleport 60 feet. Say there.
You can just do that out of the bags?
Magically teleports to an unoccupied space it can see within 60 feet. Rules are rules. He's going to. Wow, psychic step. That's great.
Alright, fine. He's overpowered. We need a balance patch.
He's going to use his breath again, 90 feet. This time he's going to shoot your ship again, Turgan. DC 20.
Bring it on, you scaly bastard.
DC saving throw for you with you and the other dwarf for advantage because he's shooting at your ship, not at you.
What is it? It's a...
Strength save. The dwarf fails.
You should just have me do the strength saves. Oh, this is individual? I got a 9. Oh, wait, I got advantage. 13.
Okay, so you guys both take another roll, 40 force damage. The ship takes 40 force damage as well. Bringing that
Ship
down
is
as well.
past 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't the ship just basically explode violently at that point?
The ship has -4, so this ship starts to fall at the same speed of the in bits and pieces. Turgan, you're on pieces of the ship as it's exploding. It's a 6-second turn. The island is also falling, but your ship seems to start falling a little lighter than the island. The island seems to have already passed you. The ship, since it's exploding, is exploding upward. It's coincidentally the ship's turn. You guys have already done your turn on the ships, except for that ship doesn't have any more turn. Chris, does your ship want to take a turn, movement-wise?
Yes.
It's still reloading.
It's gonna turn back towards the island, towards where Turgan's ship was.
Okay.
Oops.
That's okay.
Oops.
Okay.
And start turning around and starting to come back using its full 60 feet
Okay.
to start moving in this direction. Trying to go on the other side of the dragon and get within 60 feet of their ship.
Are you trying to face it?
Not going sideways.
So like right there.
Yeah, circling around
Okay.
as the weapons are loading. And yeah, that's the ship's turn, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Turgan, your ship just exploded and pieces are flying. Give me a perception check.
Oh, perception.
Or investigation, whatever. Maybe survival. Whatever you want to do. What is your goal here? Obviously to not die, but
Hold on. You said survival after I rolled perception.
I'll give you both since this is tricky. What's your perception?
They're both terrible. It's in the game log. They're both fucking 6s.
All right. So you
How the
see
fuck did that happen?
scraps of the ship exploding around you. The island is about 10 feet underneath the ship. Your investigation will tell you that, or your survival will tell you that with such a low score that the chances of survival staying where you're at is not so high. That's what I got for you. Those are terrible rolls. It's still
Yeah, I know.
your ship. You still have pieces of your ship. The main thing is cascading and falling.
All right. How far am I from the other ship?
Chris said 60 feet.
Athletics. I'm gonna do a full dash and try to like Mario on the falling pieces. If possible.
This is a good move.
Stag is gonna use his reaction and cast Featherfall on you and the other guy. For any crew that can see. So as
So
you're
you tell
jumping,
me-
you start to float.
Fuck yes.
And you
So how
fall
much-
at a rate of 60 feet per round.
Fuck yes. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
Chris, it's not your turn yet.
It's a reaction.
Ooh.
I'm using
fucking
my react.
loose.
That's why I got the ship in 60 feet.
Happy
'cause
knows
that's
how
the
to
range of
putt.
it.
Happy knows how to putt.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I can dash 60 feet,
You're gonna run.
but I'm raging.
You're gonna run 10 feet, jump on the most farthest exploded piece, and jump off that closer to the thing. Let's do athletics on everything. You get your 10 feet, jump. Give me athletics to jump from that to the exploding piece you're trying to Mario onto.
Okay.
Each piece is
Okay.
15 feet.
All right. So I got an 18 on the first.
Okay,
first
so
athletic.
your guy jumps woohoo onto a exploded piece of
Wait, I was gonna say,
of
make
debris.
him Spencer. You don't do it. Make him.
sorry about that.
No, I jump the 10 feet. And as I jump, I go, "Wah!" And then the next one, I hit at 23, and I go, "Wah!" And then the next one, I do a nat 20 with a 31.
All right, so you go 10 feet, 15 feet, 15 feet, and then you're 20. Is that 60 feet?
It's 70 because it's 35. Because
I'm going to say you just fucking make it with a nat 20. That's insane. Woo, woo, woo. All
That
right,
was one of the craziest.
that's in the chat log.
the ship is dying. All right, that's that turn. Now for the NPC. He's going to see you and go, Yahoo! With a 2.
But he has Featherfall on him.
So he's just going to
Yeah, he
jump
does
right
have
off.
football.
He's just going to jump right off 60 feet per round. The ship is no longer in the air. Actually, just following.
I feel bad that the crew member saw what you did and thought that was a good idea and just immediately
Completely failed.
Something tells me he's not going to have a good go. It is Sprock's turn. NPCs on the ship are readying.
Reloading all the
Yeah,
weapons.
they're trying to reload. Aye, Captain. We're trying to reload as quickly as possible.
Did I make it onto the other ship?
Yeah, you're on the other ship, which is the most amazing part. It's 9:27. That might be one of the cooler points of the entire saga. Why doesn't this thing stay still? It's Stag's turn.
Stag is going to look at Turgan on the deck. Oh, I'm glad you made it. Everyone, close your eyes for a second. And he's going to reach down and grab a little pearl and look like he's tossing something out into the ether and cast Hypnotic Pattern right in front of this dragon's face. He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 16. I think, hold on this. My guitar allows me to do something.
Okay.
Casting causes to be charmed. You get disadvantage on the save because of my DOS loot. When I play the instrument while casting a spell that causes to be charmed on a failed save, which distant hypnotic pattern, you become charmed on a failed save. You make that save at disadvantage.
So the wisdom save is disadvantage.
Yes.
Did you say you call it the Das Loot?
Yeah. DOS loot.
That's
All right,
awesome.
so that was a 22 on the first, and a 9 on the second.
Need a 16. You are charmed, and the dragon is now incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Legendary resist that.
Burned the second one.
Good job, Chris. Good job, Chris.
Third level spell, worth it.
Yep.
I got one coming.
That's it. I don't have any good bonus actions. Actually, it's how far would you say the dragon is? 30 feet away from us. If the other ship was 60.
I'd say he's about a.
About-
Yeah. Yes.
So, at the end of my range of this bonus action, I'm going to telekinetically push him 5 feet away. To
There's
make
no
a
save.
strength save, DC 16.
You're hilarious. He passes with a 21.
Okay, nothing happens. That's my turn.
He's got a +8 on the string. No, just a little meta for you. Okay, Booter, you're up.
So Turgan's on the ship. We've reloaded all the guns. Right? The ship has not been attacked. This ship has not been attacked yet, only the other one.
The other ship is destroyed.
He hasn't hit this ship, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
The stat block for that, I'll find out what I have you have 262 HP on that ship.
Can I do the Skyfire Barrage this time?
No, the ship is still reloading. You can fly though.
I'm not just gonna go fly sacrificial lamb into a dragon for no reason.
It's up to you. The ship is probably more of a target than
How far am I from the dragon?
the whole ship itself is 30 feet away, so you're probably like 40 feet away.
I'll use Guardian Armor, get 13 temp HP, and go up on deck as close as I can, which is, it goes 30 feet.
Okay.
But probably I'll misty step somewhere on the ship. And then I will fly up to the dragon,
Okay.
and I will attack it with Tranquility,
Ooh.
the sword.
Okay.
So first hit is a 5, that's not going to hit. Second one is an 18. Second one hit.
No.
Alright, I'm now next to a dragon with a shield on myself, but I missed it.
Legendary,
And that was my turn.
the dragon is going to spit a amethyst a crystal that explodes at a point within 60 feet of it, right in the middle of the deck. Each creature within 20 feet must succeed a DC 23 dexterity saving throw or take force damage and be knocked prone.
I'm not on the deck, so.
No, you're not. So that's going to be
Batten the hatches,
Turgan,
boys.
Turgan, Bob, and the crew.
What about the
And
ship?
That's a dexterity 23. The ship is going to take the damage it's dealt.
16.
That's a fail.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Turgan? Turgan, give me your dex. You just Mario'd on there and I'll pull yourself up. Hey guys, I'm here. There's a massive explosion in the center of the ship. Dexterity saving throw of 23. Chris, did you pass?
8.
No, I
That's
failed.
No, and Booter.
Oh wait,
Booter, you're
I
not
get
on.
advantage on it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm next to the dragon now.
15.
That's a failed as well. The crew is going to go at a 3. So everyone on the ship is prone at the moment. And they take 4d8 force damage.
Seems excessive.
Uh-oh.
23 force damage.
I'm a 0.
Oh,
Ooh, a death save.
0 total?
Hold on, you're raging. Don't you have... Oh, that's just piercing. Don't worry. How does that feel? Last time you had me at death saves. Now I have you at death saves.
You just blindly ran into shit.
Don't worry, Captain Booter. We got you.
It's the dragon's turn. That was
What?
legendary. That was the legendary action. He doesn't have any legendary actions he can use this round anymore. He's going to use his.
He moved away from Booter.
He's going to psych step to get in front, 15 feet away from Booter, into the ship. I can grab him. Because he did all that damage, he's not going to blast the ship. He'll take his bonus action saying, "This can all end now if you return the crystal."
No one tell him who has the crystal.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken the crystal, it's the whole point.
Bootstrap is slowly yelling, "Oh!" That's his turn.
Wait a second. I feel like I've gone a full round. Not to meta it too much.
Yeah, you're supposed to go in front of Booter.
Bob's turn.
We can do the ship first if you want.
No, I made a mistake.
I'm going to cast Banishment. He's got to make a charisma saving throw of 17. Otherwise, he's transported to a harmless demiplane for the duration of the spell.
I feel like a legendary resistance is going to be used.
We used all the legendary
He's got-
resistance.
Hold on.
3.
Charisma 16. Come on, wait, I got to beat a 16?
17.
17. All right, he's got a plus 6. Oh, ties it, beats it. You see the kinetic energy around him start vibrating and then dissipates. Nice try, my friend.
Okay, that's fair. That was my action. I'm just trying to see if I could bring Turgan back. Just looking at what I got here. No, not with a bonus action. That's my turn. Sorry.
The ship's turn. Everyone on the ship is prone. So Turgan, you're up.
Oh, Turin has to make death save.
Turgan's
That's
super dead.
And I get an 8.
Ooh, a fail.
Ooh.
Probably should
Don't
have brought
worry.
him back with my main action.
Bergen is his twin brother, a sky pilot.
I heard it.
Game. This is what I love. This is what I play D&D for. Death saves.
All right, Turgan, you failed your death save. You hear the falling city and all the screams, and you feel for a second that you are one of them. The NPCs are prone, so he's not going to go. Sprock will say prone as well. Stag, you're up.
Stag is going to stand up. See Turgan still down. Oh, shit. Come back to me. Don't you leave me now. He'll cast Healing Word on you. Let's boost you up a little. So 2d4.
Don't you have to stabilize first, or is that?
No, it's a spell. I'm going to cast Healing
You can just
Magic
heal
on you.
people and instantly takes them out. Yeah. At least it doesn't
4
need to
plus
be.
4, you get 8 hit points restored, and you are alive. With the
Yay.
beautiful sound of Stag's voice in your ear.
What does it say?
And don't leave me now. I will. I don't know. I got nothing on it. I will always be here for you, my son. He'll look over the side
Ooh,
rail.
Stag. You're usually more prepared than that. I'm not gonna lie.
As I come back to life, I go, yay!
It's a fucking dragon. They can't perform under pressure.
He's distracted. Give him a break.
He'll look down over the side rail and see bits of the ship falling, and I'm going to use my action to burn a 3rd level spell slot and animate a large chunk of the burning other ship. And it takes its turn immediately after mine, so Stag has used everything he has. So the chunk of flaming ship is going to fly 40 feet closer to the dragon. Like one of the platforms that Mario was jumping on.
There you go.
However, would you say 40 feet gets him right up next to the dragon?
Yeah. He only moved 15 feet.
This chunk of wreckage is slowly right up underneath the dragon's wing, and that's my turn.
So now it has been 4 complete turns. We are halfway to the island. We said 8. Was it 8?
Yeah.
8 turns until this island crashes into the ground. It's Bob's turn.
Bob, I'm gonna try the same thing. I'm gonna make him make. Wait, sorry. Turgan's alive now, right? He's got a little, at least up and running. I'm gonna cast Banishment again. I'm gonna see if I can make it stick this time.
Okay, he's got to do a...
Charisma saving
Charisma
throw
saving
17.
That is a 15, but he's going to use his
Nice.
legendary resistance. That's 3.
Let's go.
Are you going to...
Move. No, but as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Turgan. And I'm going to give him an extra 9 health.
Thank you.
I don't feel like that's going to do a whole lot, but you never know. That could be the 9 you need.
I appreciate it.
Booter, you're up.
Okay. How's the dragon looking?
He is...
Unfazed.
he is very fine. He hasn't
All
taken
right.
damage in a while.
I am going to fly into his mouth.
Really?
Let's go,
Yep.
Booter.
Wow. You can reach it, so you're going to go into his mouth? Are you going to entice him to open it? Or are you trying to catch him at mid-breath?
Yeah, I think I'll try to. Let me see something.
He's got no legendaries left. Keep that in mind.
I'm going to fly up in front of his nose, taunting him, and say that you look like a garbage scow. And then, when he tries to bite me, fly into his mouth.
All right. Give me a performance. Depending on your role, he'll think this is a mocking attempt or a joke.
Ooh, 20.
He thinks you are just telling a joke and laughs. You fool! As he says fool, he opens his mouth to laugh harder, giving you an opening. All right, so the booter is in the mouth of the dragon.
All right, so if you recall when
Oh,
me
God.
and Kali were in the Lavigny Vineyards,
Under the
There
poop
were-
rug.
under the poop rug, there was a bunch of spores.
Oh, my God.
And I collected those spores in my alchemy jug, and I've not taken them out since.
Chris.
That's just a poison.
Yeah. I wish it was cooler than that, but I'm going to
Let's go,
open my
Booter.
alchemy jug,
Nice.
and I am going to shove the whole thing down his throat with
Let's
the
see.
poison.
Nice.
Is he immune to that? No, I don't think so. What kind of saving throw, Chris, from your
So it'd be a
Constitution?
Constitution save. You're looking for that's just like an
There's gonna
average.
be-
I think you're a 16.
We'll do disadvantage because it's in the mouth for all three.
Yeah.
Like inside
So for the
his
first
belly, yeah.
for the first two, that's a 13. So he's poisoned. Can't be really poisoned. You're just poisoned.
He would have to save to take half damage, or take full damage and be poisoned.
He failed.
So he would take damage.
So we'll
So-
make those. Yeah, what were those? Like a
Say if you're doing
two d8.
2d8 for an individual dosage.
One con save of 23, 25. So he saves on that one. The third one he passes with a 19, 17. So he takes.
He passes.
So he takes one amount.
2d8 fully,
Yeah, 2d8. Booter, roll me the damage for the poison.
and then he takes a 1d8 for each of the other two.
Yeah. So you got to roll
Wow, so-
4d8.
Total. Wow, that was really bad. Got a 2. Anyway, I got 13 total, hoping for a little more.
How much?
13 total, but he's poisoned, so he stays
Yes.
poisoned, right?
Yes, poisoned is nasty. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh boy.
And I think with that, I lose the alchemy jug forever, unless I recover it from him.
Booterbot. He's going to bite you with advantage, but I guess he has disadvantage on the attack because he's poisoned, so just regular. With does a 32 hit you?
Yes.
That was funny. 2d10. I'm going to use my die because that's what they're here for. Use my 10. Don't worry, guys. Turgan, this is a long time for your death roll.
He's been healed twice.
All right, guys, relax. 9 plus 8, so that's 17 piercing damage plus 3d8 force damage. So that's 9 piercing to you, Booter, and that's 12 plus another one. 16, 9 piercing and 16 force damage.
Bites down on me. It's like biting like the pit of a cherry or something like that, because I'm a big metal ball. He's unhappy about it.
He is then going to... He's going to attempt to claw attack you as well with his 2 claw attacks. At disadvantage because he's poisoned. That is a 24 and a 23 or a 23. So 24 and 23 on the
Both of those
attacks.
hit, yeah.
So 2d6 plus 8 slashing damage. That's a 6 plus an 8, so that's 14 slashing on the first one, and 15 slashing on the second one.
Okay, 29 total.
Yep, that's his turn.
Ow.
Oh, as a bonus action, he's going to psychic step another 60 feet towards the rear of the ship.
Alright. Well, I took some heat off the ship for a minute.
What would you guys like? I'll do the
Nice.
ship just to speed the things up. NPCs and the ship's turn as well. They are the ones going to be shooting.
I think all the weapons have been reloaded.
Yes, they have.
We're gonna barrage.
Turgan is now on your ship. Turgan was your Thunderbrand.
Yes.
His duty was to target and help target, line up the shots of all the crews. He's ready. Turgan, you're rolling for the crew for the ship's shots. There's a Thunderbolt, 2 Lances, the Nets, the Cloud Piercer. Do you only get to use the Aether Bomb once?
Yep.
We already did.
Which
right?
has already been
Yes,
used.
we did.
I'm gonna yell out the stag. Let's do another barrage.
They'll turn the Stag will turn the ship like 90 degrees to get a full broadside on them.
Alright. We're gonna do
You know what?
barrage. So
This guy,
we'll start
Hillard Hall Games, says the dragon breaks 1d4 teeth. I will honor that. The dragon broke 3 teeth on the bite. Booter.
Okay.
Someone go for those teeth.
All right, go ahead. What's the attack?
So I'm gonna hit him with the Thunderbolt cannon first. And I rolled a 19.
That does not hit. The 19
Okay.
does not hit him.
So then we're gonna hit him with the Gale Lances.
There's
And
2.
that is one is a 20. Net flaccid 20.
That hits.
Second attack is a 16.
That's a miss.
So the first attack is going to be 3d8. Which, 1, 2, 3, roll. That is a 11 damage
Okay.
with a knockback of 10 feet.
Back.
We'll do the Cloud Piercers. So that's a... That's not going to hit. That's a 9 to hit. Misses
Yep.
on the Cloud Piercers. And then we're going to hit you with the net. It's at 20, brother.
Wow. Okay, that hits. That's
And then you gotta
2d10.
roll a DC 14 strength. I hit you, but then I guess you still have a strength check?
Not on. That's the nets. You're
Which is
doing.
what I
You're doing
hit,
the.
Yeah.
Oh, the nets. 14 plus a 8, so that's a 22. That passes.
Damn.
Okay.
And can I do a bonus action?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Can I request a power burn?
Sure. Power burn.
It says gain 30 feet movement and
Yes.
a 10% chance for 1d12 system damage.
Okay. So, do you want to use the movement now?
Yeah, to try to gain some distance.
You move 30 feet here. Man, this thing is funky. It's funky, I tell you, it's funky. Okay, gain some distance. Chris, you're the actually Booter. Roll me your 10% die. Actually, 1d. You just roll a d10, right?
Okay.
And if you get a 1, the ship takes 1d12 system damage.
Oh, sure.
Scotty, what's happening down there?
I rolled a 1, of course. Amazing. my
Roll
third one.
1d12 for the ship now.
Okay. The D12 is a 4.
Okay, so it takes 4 damage. The ship took 23 from last time, so that's a total of 27 damage. The ship is down to whatever that math is.
235.
Yes, 235. A chunk of wood falls down inside the room. That's essentially it. Turgan's turn. The NPC is falling. Going to try to use some dex to fall towards the ship. With a 3, he's going to continue to fall, but only 60 feet per round. He's probably right below the ship. That was his movement. He's going to try to rip some rope that he has on him from his bag, tie it to an arrow, and he's going to do a survival check for his rope tying. He got a 14. I'll say he has tied a questionable rope to an arrow. That's the NPC dwarf's turn. Stag, you're up.
Stag is going to run up to the back of the ship and look out. He's going to throw a marble out behind the ship in front of the dragon's eyes. It's going to poof and sparkle as Stag strums on his lute. Where is it? And I'm free. I'm free falling. And wisdom save at disadvantage for hypnotic pattern once more.
Wow. I don't like that at all. Okay. Wisdom save?
Yes, sir.
I'm rolling so terribly. Oh, thank God. 23.
With disadvantage?
Oh, boy. An 8.
I'll bonus action take this burning chunk of old ship onto our deck. That's my turn. This dragon is incapacitated, has a speed of 0
Okay. So
for
is,
1 minute.
So he is also now falling.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
For 1 minute. That's 10 turns.
Yep.
Let's
Okay.
go.
And we're what? Already more than halfway to the ground?
Yes. Wow. I don't like you, Chris. Okay.
I love you too,
Chris.
Spencer.
Bob, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to use my Channel Divinity and cast Twilight Sanctuary. Around me and a 30-foot radius, dim light is filled. Everyone who ends their turn within that radius, at least a chunk of the ship,
Yep.
it gets 1d6 plus 9 temporary hit points and can't be charmed or frightened. It also can remove some exhaustion, but that's the most resilient, the most relevant part. I'm going to cast that as my primary action. That applies to me too, but also anyone within my vicinity. And then I'm going to shove the dragon.
You gonna shove him?
Yep.
Where are you shoving him?
I don't know. Further down. He's incapacitated to some extent.
Yes.
So he's got to make a strength save of 17.
Oh, he can't.
Can he at all?
What's the step for that? Chris, you're muted.
He can't take reactions or actions, but he can do saves.
It's 17 strength.
He passes that. That's a 25.
Okay, so I just look like a fucking idiot as I try and telekinetically shove a dragon from 50 feet away. That's my turn. Anyone's turn from now on, they get 1d6 plus 9 when they end their turn.
Booterbot.
In my range.
Booterbot, this dragon is incapacitated, mouth closed. You are in it.
Mouth has 3 teeth and it being incapacitated.
He can't take actions.
He can't take actions, but can I wake him up? He's hypnotized, right?
If he takes damage, or if you use your action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Booterbot is trapped in the mouth of the dragon, and he's incapacitated. What are you gonna do, Booter?
Is the plan we're having this dragon crash into the ground?
That's what I was going for by trying to shove him.
I am going to do Guardian Field, give myself 13 temporary hit points. With my action, I'm going to the front of the dragon's mouth, where in a gap where one of his teeth is missing. And I am going to step where the tooth was and peel his mouth flat up so I can see. I'm trying to see outside the dragon.
That's
All
right.
right, then I'm going to Misty Step pretty much anywhere away from the dragon. So you can only Misty Step where you can see. I could just pry him open and crawl out.
Is this going to wake him up?
But your Misty Step is your teleportation.
Yeah, basically, I'm trying
Okay,
to...
you can see where his teeth have been knocked out. I'll say you teleport. He's not going to notice that.
All right, so I am free, and as the dragon continues to fall, I will keep pace with him, so I have within 30 feet of him.
Poison damage. Does he do that every turn?
No.
Just the one time? Okay. Dragon's turn is up. He doesn't do anything. It's the ship's turn.
The ship is... Can we see that other crew member who's falling?
He's right outside that circular sphere that Matt has cast.
Oh, Stag will turn the ship downward to try and go underneath so we can try and catch this falling crew member as we're diving down towards the ground. We're coming, Booter! Don't you worry!
The ship goes down and scoops him up.
Alright. I'm going to have the ship diving down at full speed, which is slower than they're falling, towards where they're falling.
Okay. So you're keeping a distance of, 30 feet above the
Dragon?
island and dragon?
We're going to be much higher than they are. They're falling terminal velocity. We're slowly going down 60 feet.
Okay. So every
Take
turn,
your health.
you'll be getting, if you stayed this distance and going up, you're going to be getting 60 feet away from them.
Okay. We're going down, trying to follow them.
You're going to be on pace for that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the ship.
That's the ship, Turgan.
Unless anyone wants to do anything else
Yeah.
with the ship. I don't think we need to do anything.
Can I ask a
You
question?
wanna do any movements?
Do we have any sails open or any resistance?
Yeah, you guys pretty much, the dragon is falling for a minute, for another 54 seconds. And
We got to reload everything. So
Can
can't
we
actually go really fast.
reload and
Tuck everything in.
I know I don't see sails in the image, but basically pull all the sails in, try and go into free fall while we reload and chase the dragon.
Another power burn.
Exactly.
Yeah. As we start to dive down.
Let's do it.
Crew, get ready. Alrighty. Who's power burn? Booter? Oh, you're not on the
I'm
ship.
not on the ship right now.
Alright, Turgan, your idea. Roll it.
Okay. What kind of do you want?
power burn is
It's a D10.
a D10. Yeah, D10.
Don't-
on
don't
a
get a
one,
one.
you take some system damage.
A 3.
Nice, no system damage. So what are you guys doing? You guys falling straight down towards the
Well, what I was
dragon?
saying
So
is,
we're going to pull our
like,
sails in,
Yeah.
and then to create no drag, and then we're going to add extra power burn to increase our speed from free fall speed even faster.
Okay.
Imagine you were
Opposites.
skydiving and you had your arms out and you just tucked them in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.
Exactly.
Chris, I can't hear you.
Trying to catch up to the falling dragon.
Okay. Okay. I'll say you're within. I'll just move the dragon over. You guys are within 30 feet of the dragon. You have a whole no initiative and keep the initiative, but.
Yeah, but I don't want to take 8 turns
No.
right now. We should start blasting.
Let's let him hit the ground first.
Why even bother? Why?
Because it's going to take that terminal velocity damage. And as soon as we hit him, he wakes up.
Oh,
So,
never mind.
We're gonna.
I'm sorry.
We'll
I didn't
fast.
understand.
We're gonna fast forward because there's no moves unless you guys
Yeah.
want to do anything. There's really only 12 seconds until everything hits the ground.
Where are we going
So-
to crash onto? I feel like this island's coming down like a fucking meteor in Armageddon. What's below it?
So land forming. You are 12 seconds away from the ground, or you're probably closer to 18 seconds. You're probably 6 seconds away. The island is about to hit. It looks like it's going to be hitting partial shore and partial land. It is a white colored snow land with a white icy shore, and in the distance there is another island. And you guys are letting this island crash. The island hits the ground and
Wait, sorry. I want to take an action before we get there.
Sure.
I just want to cast Spirit Guardians. And then we can keep going. Sorry, go ahead.
what's Spirit Guardians?
That's protective spirits float around me 15 feet when the dragon or any other enemy ends its turn within my
Okay.
space, 3d8 radiant damage. I'll tell you when it comes up.
Does that get rid of your bubble?
Yes.
But we'll keep the bubble for your Spirit Guardians. The island hits the ground. Massive explosion. Everyone on that island is essentially dead. That's just... Yeah. Fires and massive fires are blown out as like the city, just pieces of buildings fly, big chunks of land. You see the carts that you guys saw race down flying through the air. You see the Temple of the Sun just eviscerated into thousands of pieces. The shoreline hit with such force that the water starts to form what you can only to see is going to be some sort of tsunami type wave rippling through the ocean. This thing explodes with such force you can almost see the shock waves around the earth cave in and then bolt out, and trees, snow-covered trees, and avalanches fall off mountains nearby. You can see dust from the snow sliding. Bad guys, bad. Anything underneath it destroyed, and that's the. I guess we'll do a dex save for pieces of flying debris coming at you from the wreck. How high are you guys above the wreck? You guys were 60 feet?
We'd be following it down, but if we see that the
You'll stop.
land exploding, would veer away from it and stay higher up.
Okay.
If we were falling for a full minute chasing him, we'd have time to brace
Okay,
ourselves.
the ship is not using its power boost. It's going to be hovering.
It's gonna be
to dodge,
bracing
okay.
for impact.
The dragon shoots down to the ground. It's going to take some force damage, but it's not enough to take the fall damage. How do we do the fall damage now? That's insane.
Max fall damage is
20d6. The dragon falls all the way down. It's going to take 73, I guess,
bludgeoning.
damage. Yeah. Does it have
Oh.
resistance? No.
It is no longer incapacitated.
And furious.
How is it looking? Is it hurt?
It's not happy.
Is it dazed?
He
He's
is.
stunned or something.
He is, and he's going to take some force damage from the explosion that he just fell into at 4d8, which is 7 and 9, so 16 extra force damage from the explosion that he fell into. He's all right. He wakes up. We'll do top of the order. Bob, you see the dragon below you. Wake up.
Okay. I am just gonna go for a good old trusty firebolt. 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay. I turn to everyone and say that didn't work, and I end my turn.
Okay. Booter.
Not so close to him yet. That is what I was trying to do, follow him down.
You said you were trying to keep 30 feet from him.
Yeah, next to him. I am going to fly at his eyes and attack him with my sword. In the left
Okay.
eye. That does not hit. Probably miss both. I got 13 my second one. God damn it. That was my turn. Exciting.
Dragon is going to say, "This battle is not over, but I have something for you." And he's going to exhale at the ship, a 90-foot cone, but he's going to psychic step up to the ship 60 feet, and then shoot his breath. And that is going to be 14d8 force damage to the ship.
14.
And then everyone has 63 damage to the ship. And then everyone on the ship is going to have to give me that same roll of a strength save.
Reminder, everyone has 14 temporary
You
points.
can have advantage on it because he's not necessarily trying to target you as per se, just the ship in general.
I imagine I failed. My high was 11.
That is 63 force damage.
Spencer, what's the DC?
23.
Stag auto fails. 63? Okay.
Don't forget your 14 temporary.
Yep. They're all gone.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Stag, are you dead?
No, I have 27 hit points.
Oh!
Don't tell him.
It's fine.
I don't think the
It's gonna
dragon.
just hit us with another breath. Anyway,
Not this turn.
Turgan, did you make that? Can't hear you.
What
DC,
what was that?
a DC 23 saving throw. Strength.
Oh, strength?
Yeah.
No, 21. I fail.
Oh, that's 63 force damage to you.
I am negative 50 something.
you're at 0.
0.
What does that mean?
Unless you
Yeah.
double your health, right?
Yeah. Unless you go more than your health. Your max health, negative.
No,
Yes, you're fine.
I'm negative
So we'll just say you.
negative 53. Yeah,
Um,
I'm just at 0 now.
Turgan's going to do the death saves on his turn. Matt, you took it, right?
Yeah, I took it.
3 of those guys are probably just going to.
Wow,
Be a,
there's some left. We got a good.
3 of them are going to be dead. Everyone's speed has been reduced to 0. And it's Turgan's turn. Actually, it's the ship's turn.
So if we fail, we have a speed reduced to 0? Okay.
Okay, so
It's the ship's turn.
The ship. We have all of our weapons reloaded,
Oh boy.
but everyone's speed
Yeah.
is 0, so the crew can't
Yeah.
fire them.
Wait, but the crew would have already been at the weapons.
But they're. Oh, it's true.
They don't have to move to refire.
That's
those.
true,
This
yeah.
is their last heroic act.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to shoot. All of the nets are gone
Okay.
because you've lost 3 crew members. Go ahead and make your shots.
Turgan.
Yeah, Turgan's going to do it.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna fully RP this. I'm knocked the fuck out, so it looks like it's on you, Stag.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh. Okay.
I look at Stag and I'm like, he's super dead right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's on you.
Alright, so the Thunderbolt. Let's see. It's +2. Come on. Nope, that's going to miss with an 11. First Gale Lance is a 17.
That misses.
15 misses. Let's go the Cloud Piercer. Come on. This is an 18 hit.
No.
Everything misses.
Turgan,
Yes, sir.
roll me a death save. You had 2. You made me do 2
11.
death saves. Now you do a death save. Let's pass this thing.
I say.
Hey, pass. After Turgan's turn, I'm going to use my legendary action, and I'm going to put the dragon spits one of those crystals again at a point within 60 feet, right in the middle of the ship. The ship is everyone must do a dexterity saving throw, or it's going to take 4d8 force damage.
I got a 10.
Wow.
Failed.
21.
Everyone's going to take 20 damage that failed. It's an 18 save. Or no, I'm sorry, it's 23 save.
23? That seems high.
Hey guys, I think Spencer might be trying to kill us.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Wait, so what was the damage?
20.
20?
Yep.
Do I take more damage? Or-
You take 1 failed death save.
14.
Really? Is that how that works?
Yeah, if you take damage, once you're down, you take a failed death save.
Has it been a minute since we hit the ground?
No.
Okay. Everyone's still getting 14 temporary hit points. That's not a concentration spell. I should clarify that. I looked that up. Feels relevant. I didn't think it was going to be super relevant.
I think it's already been a minute since then. Because
Oh.
he fell for a minute.
Okay, never mind.
The ship takes another 20 force damage, Chris.
Okay.
And the other damage, what was that? 63?
It's down to 152.
Jesus Christ.
Sprock, NPCs. Oh, NPC guy is prone.
Dag is going to see Turgan down. You get knocked down, but you gotta get up again. Never gonna keep you down. Cast another healing word on you, another 2nd level one. Turgan, you are back up. I will shoot a firebolt at this dragon.
Okay.
For natural fucking 20. 6d10 coming on your ass. 3d10 as my firebolt, but nat 20 for the double. Ooh, 21 plus 15, 36 fire damage.
Okay.
And my flaming animated thing is dead because of all that damage you did to it. But I will healing word. Or Bob, you already have inspiration. I don't think you used it yet.
I did not.
Booter, you're on the ground still, right?
No, I'm flying. I'm
You're-
just next to the guy.
Oh, all right. I'll tell Booter, make your captain proud, and give you a bardic inspiration. Get a D10 to use, and that is Stack's turn.
For 2 hits, right?
At this
It's-
moment, everyone is going to hear everyone give me a perception check. Group investigation. Their ears start
I'll do
ringing.
it.
High piercing noise in everyone's ears.
I got a 25.
Investigation, I got 14. Perception 11.
17 for Dragon.
Everyone,
I got a-
Pretty good.
everyone has such good perception that you see the dragon has holes in its wings and it looks like it's bleeding. Everyone is going to hear this voice inside their mind. And the dragon also looks like he's also hearing it. A little odd. He's turning his head and trying to look around. And the voice is going to say, Pelor, god of the sun, your followers have fallen. And Isel, you are the last remaining one. It's time for the god of the sun to die. And out of the corner in the far distance, the sun glowing, you see this small ship start to get closer. Closer. It looks similar to yours. And it's sailing closer and closer. And who has the Skulls of Power?
Stack has one.
It starts to
I'm assuming this orb I'm carrying is one, but I don't know that.
I don't think it is because it's
Oh.
an orb. We just took it from these people. It's not a skull of power.
I thought the skull was inside of it.
No, that's
The Tesseract situation.
the
Mike.
skull. And who has had an encounter with Doomhand?
I have not.
I have.
Give me a history check.
In the Temple of Bane. That's a 19.
You know that the voice you heard was Agoth Doomhand. And his ship is coming.
We gotta finish this.
Doomhand has it out for the gods, believes that killing the gods is only done by killing all of the gods' followers, including Isel, the dragon. The dragon is beat up. We can try to continue. We can pause. Some of you might die. We could do however you want to do. Do you want to finish this battle?
I feel like we should finish the dragon.
I want to
Yeah.
finish it.
The ship is in the distance. It's teeny, but you heard a voice. And Chris, you're able to understand that is Doomhand coming to you.
Yep. Yep.
The dragon looks like he's beat up. You guys are 90 feet above the ground? 120 feet above? Alright. Bob, you're up.
I am pissed. And I am going to cast Super Not Doing Great. So I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Nice.
Pale Beam of Light is going to shine down out of my holy
Nice.
hands, centered on the dragon. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw of 17.
Oh boy.
Or take half.
Now I got a 16.
Oh, let's go! So he's going to take 5d10 because I'm casting it at level 5. So
shit. You guys might actually...
he's going to take 21 damage.
Boom! The dragon
And stays there.
Yes.
And he takes damage at the start of his turn. Or rolls a save or take damage
Wow.
at the start of his turn.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, dear Lord, give me some strength. Let me save myself. Booter, you're up.
as my bonus action, if I use a bonus action that's not concentration, it doesn't break a concentration spell, right? Just to be clear.
As
Yeah.
long as it's not another leveled spell. You
Okay.
could use a cantrip thing.
I understand. Sorry. I take it back. Go ahead, Blue.
I am going to slash at this dragon with tranquility. I am going to roll to hit. And I rolled a nat 20. Thank you.
That hits.
Oh, Booter.
You get
I'm
a bunch
trying
of dice to
get
roll.
this buff on this fucking dagger because you have to hit the guy with it. I'll roll damage for that. So 15 plus 2d6. So 26 damage. So that was
Okay.
the first attack. And then for the second attack, I got a 16. I'm going to add Bardic Inspiration to it.
Alright, that's a D10. And
Yeah,
there's something
so-
special about this one. I'll tell you in a moment once you roll.
So adding 4 more, it's 20 to hit. Does that hit the dragon?
Yes, it does. So you
Alright.
tie it. Was it meet it, beat it?
Beat it. And then, Chris, what's special about it?
The dragon has to roll a con save. DC 16. If they fail, they take an additional 4 thunder damage.
Wow,
Oh,
he
cool.
got an 8. He got an 8. No, sorry, he got a 2. So that's a 10.
So it's an additional 4 thunder damage on top of Booter's hit.
My hit is going to be 5 plus 2d6. Oh, yeah, so it's 17 plus 4, 21 total.
Plus 21. Okay.
So between the two, it's 47. Not,
Damn,
and I slashed him in the eye. Is there, given that I got back-to-back hits, do you think I could have potentially
you want to take his eye?
partially blinded him?
He,
Yeah, take his
eye is, you have his eyeball on your sword.
Oh, sick. I'll take his eye. Yeah, let's do that.
The dragon's going to be out of whack. He's going to come over the ship 5 feet away. He's going to start he's enraged. He's going to slash at the ship. Is there anyone on the deck? No, he's just going to say, and he's going to slash at it with a 15.
15 to hit hits.
Yeah,
Its
so
AC
that's
is 15.
Yeah, so it hits twice. Once with its bite. The ship's going to take 2d10 plus 8. Oh my god, it went low. So that's 17 slashing damage to the ship plus 3d8 force damage, which is a 6 plus another 6. So 12 force damage on top of that.
Okay.
You guys are
Down to 123.
123. And then he's going to claw at the ship as well. 2 claw attacks, 15 to hit. Let those hit. 2d6 plus 8 each. So that's 9. That's 17 more slashing damage to the ship. So 17 plus 3 is 20, plus 8 is 28 slashing damage. The ship's now at 90 something.
95.
That is the dragon's turn. Coming for your ship. Turgan, you're up. Turgan, the dragon is up on the ship. You can indeed use your attacks on it.
Alright. Dude done fucked up.
Yeah.
Get him, Turgan.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him with my standard. Hold on. Just with my great axe. How far away am I? Am I able to get to him?
He's within 5 feet of the ship, just biting.
Okay. First hit is a 28.
That hits.
Second hit is a 17. That
That
misses.
misses.
Shoulder bash is a 26.
That
so
hits.
we get a great axe damage for 14 damage. And then my shoulder, you get another 8. You got 22 damage from me.
Nice. Legendary action. Dragon's going to cast his crystal thing again, 60 feet. He's going to shoot this crystal out. Blood is coming out of his mouth, not in good shape. And the crystal is going to appear in the middle of you guys in the deck. And anyone within 20 feet of that sphere, DC 23 saving throw, including the ship. The ship can't do that deck save, so it's going to take the force damage.
And you said
Stag
this is
fails.
4d8.
You said this is Dex, right?
Yep.
15 force damage.
Stag is down.
All right. Turgan is down.
How much was it?
15.
Oh,
And a
shit.
Yeah, but
If you have a mass healing word, Bob, this would be a good time.
I do, but also Bob is down.
Is everybody down except me?
Hell yeah.
I'd be
Oh,
happy
you have
to
crew.
help.
Listen, you guys have crew. You have a crew. You have a crew.
How is the crew still up if we're all dead?
Our recruitment process and
Your
our
crew should-
We've taken 3 of those balls plus
You
2
have-
breaths.
Greg's awake. Prone. 8 crew members, right? I took away 3. We'll take another 3. So you have 2.
But theoretically, our crew shouldn't survive anything.
They're all dead. Total party kill coming up.
Fun.
Sprock. If he was here, he'd be playing, but he's dead to me. Stag, you're up.
That's a 3, 1 fail.
Bob.
Just a D20, right?
Yep.
That is also a 3. You fail.
Booter. This is it. This is
Um,
probably the most important turn.
No, not yet, not yet. Don't worry.
Kill him.
So,
Kill the
okay,
dragon.
closest to dead,
He's
though.
pretty close.
Get him, Booter.
Just whatever you got, man.
Go for the
Spirit
kill.
bomb it.
I don't
We'll
know
be
why
fine.
you,
Spirit bomb.
now is not the time
I'm
to
in,
try.
I'm in.
Now is not the time to try to have sex with him. Chris, are you charismatically dying right now?
Not after that explosion.
Oh yes, the music is coming in at the same time here. This is great.
He's very close to dead. Is his mouth still open?
He's all sorts of.
It's trying to fuck up. God damn
It was been 6
Stop trying to
seconds.
fuck his
He'll say he's open. Ah! He's yelling. Ah!
I'm gonna go fly into his mouth. I assume he still has some teeth loose in there.
Yeah.
And I am going to, under the top of his mouth, I don't know what that's called, but whatever.
The roof.
I'm going to cast the roof of his mouth. I'm going to cast. Let me look at the two.
Chris, you're gonna die. One exhale and everyone's toast. Love it. This is good.
Whatever your most powerful spell is, use it.
Get him. Now's the time.
I'm going to position myself. I'm going to do a thunder wave inside his mouth. I have to make
go.
all of the teeth fly into his throat.
Nice. Add some
So-
piercing damage to that.
Yeah, so first, just like Thunder Wave is a con 17 save for half
Come on.
damage.
That is a 16.
So Thunder Wave
8 plus
itself
8. Jesus.
does 19, and then what do we want to say for the teeth?
Wow. This is so close. Hold on one second. I feel. Hold on. 390 plus 19. He's 1 hit point away from death. I gave him 410 hit points.
How much did the teeth do?
I don't know. I feel like none. God damn it. This is how the dragon's gonna die because I said that last minute? Fuck. Fuck. Alright.
Equal
Roll-
opportunity.
Yeah, so how should we do this? You get 1 piercing damage. Let's make him roll for it.
Like,
We
Yeah,
gotta at least
listen,
roll for it. You gotta make it
Roll
fair.
roll a d20.
Make it a 50-50
Yeah,
at least.
you get a 10, it pierces the back of his throat and he bleeds out to death. 11 to 20.
that's it. No, it's a 5.
Hey, but you're still in his mouth. So Booter, he's going to chew you. 15 plus 27. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
2d10 plus 8. That's 14. That's 22 piercing damage to you, sir.
Alright,
then-
still alive.
And then force damage plus 11 force damage. He's going to claw twice at the ship. 2d6 plus 8. It's an automatic hit because it's 15. 6 plus 8 is 14 slashing damage to the ship. Plus another, which is 11 slashing damage to the ship.
How much
Ship's
total?
okay.
14 and 11?
20.
Okay. So that's
25.
70. Still good.
Dragon's turn. Done. Ship's turn.
No one to command it.
Turgan's turn.
That failed. That's
Okay.
it. Great.
Nice.
Did you get a 3?
Yeah.
All 3 of our first death saves. Fails were a 3.
The NPCs are dead. Stag.
Come on, 20. Oh, it rolled off to a 14, so 1 success.
Bob.
Fuck, 5. That's 2 down.
Oh yeah. Booter, you're up.
We're good,
Here we
I'm not even
go.
worried about
Here
it.
we
You
go.
think I'm worried, and I'm not
One
worried.
hit
Let's go,
point.
Buddha.
I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Let's go. 10,
gonna-
10 million cool
I'm
points.
gonna shoot the magic missiles up through the roof of his mouth into his brain.
Okay.
Pop.
Do you have to roll for that?
I don't
Just
think so.
damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Describe your kill, Booterbot.
I'm standing inside of his mouth. I shoot the magic missiles straight up. They go through the roof of his mouth into his brainstem. He spasms and gives out a final gurgle before he slumps off the side of the ship and crashes to the ground. With me inside banging around, but I will survive it.
The sun gets a little
And
less.
one
little
more
less
thing.
bright.
As he falls to the ground, his mouth's open, and I do like a like a parkour roll and stand up completely covered in gore.
Good for you. Good for you. The sun around the entire world is a little dim, a little less bright. Congratulations, you just killed a legendary. What is this? Oh, an ancient amethyst dragon. Amethyst dragon.
And 3 PCs.
And three
Smells like
PCs.
fish to me.
Wait, you guys didn't die.
We're all unconscious on death
Well,
save.
You need to.
And you're
make
on
it
the
so-
ground with the dragon.
Yeah, I don't know what is about to happen. I'm not sure we're in the clear yet.
I have revival fire.
Do you have diamonds?
I feel like you guys gave me diamonds.
Are we out of turn? Or,
Yeah, we
No,
still get to
we're
go.
still in turn.
Okay.
Oh, I have 3 diamonds from Mr. Springer's shop.
We all have to roll at least once more.
It
Oh,
matters.
it does
Or
actually-
matters to all of us. The order we get
He
healed
saves.
up.
Yeah, that's true.
Turgan.
Yeah.
Turgan is up. The ship's turn. Turgan.
I'm out.
Yeah, roll your death save.
2. All right.
Wait, are you dead?
No, 1 more to go.
Oh,
Brock.
I got knocked out a turn after you.
Stag.
what's up with Sprock? Can he save us? What's going on?
Brock hasn't done anything. He just
Where's Aranis? Can Aranis come in at this point?
Airness is in hell.
Yeah. This is.
I got an 18, a second
Hey, that
success.
means you wake up.
Nope.
almost
If you get 2 in a row,
Bob.
you wake up.
No, it's a nat 20. You wake up.
Bob.
Just FYI, Bob failed this one. He's down. Oh, natural 20.
You're alive.
Wow, what a huge turn of events.
Is he alive at the beginning or the end of his turn?
And
If
And he wakes
Baldur's
up.
Gate 3 is any indication, you can't do any actions.
But I'm back.
Wakes
So
up
who-
1
so-
HP.
Chris and Turgan, Stag and Turgan are both about to die, right?
no, Matt's back. So yeah, Chris and yeah.
Just
Two of
turn.
us.
Well, I will immediately
Fly.
fly over to Stag.
Turgan.
Yes.
Oh,
Stag's got
Stag.
only one death.
if
No, I thought he has 2. Wait, so who is close?
I
now?
can
That's
die
what I'm
with
trying to
another
figure
roll.
out.
We are
So-
both about to die. I have 0 successes. He has 2 successes.
If Turgan awakens now, he has a chance to heal Stag with medical on his turn.
Then I will revive Turgan. Assist him to wake up, basically.
Medical roll?
Do I need to do a medical roll?
I think so. How are you going to heal him without healing?
Well, I will heal him then. I'll do mending.
mending doesn't.
No, mending's not the right one. I'm sorry. Wrong one. Cure wounds. Thank you.
I'm gonna
I'll do it
heal-
to his broken heart. Yeah, no, cure wounds on Turgan then.
Okay, so Turgan, you have whatever hit points those are.
I got you 10 hit points. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, Turkin.
All right.
You
then
awake-
I go to use my medical on Stag.
You have to do a medical check.
Medicine check.
Yeah, what is that?
All right.
Is that like a 15, right?
Yeah, 15 typically.
I have an inspiration in case.
I'll be
Oh, I
fine.
had an inspiration.
I'm gonna be
I
like,
could've
"Come on,
used it the
Stag.
stupid-
I'll be
Come on,
fine.
Stag." And I hit him with a 19.
Nice.
I'm stabilized but still unconscious.
And then I'm gonna dump a fucking potion down his throat.
Stag, you wake up with phallus.
Oh, what? Oh, thank you. Thank you. What the hell?
Potion of healing is all I had. Like my last one, so 2d4 plus 2.
Alright, so everyone's alive and awake other than like the crew, right?
The crew's super dead.
Crew's
Not even
super
a
dead.
little bit.
Where's the
Like,
dragon?
real
You
dead.
get 5 points, Chris.
Where's the dragon?
The dragon is dead.
Oh god, thank goodness. Doomhand is coming.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Do we want to talk to Doomhand?
I have a feeling we don't. Him better than I do.
Let's pick up that discussion when we come back. Next time
First,
on Agoth Doomhand and the Skulls of Power. Roll
Yeah.
high and subscribe.
Roll high and subscribe. Let's do some points.